started off with a wheel, then we invented vehicles, and now we can communicate with someone across the world in 5 seconds. We evolve and we do so very quickly. Sometimes we forget to acknowledge how we are changing. Better put, how our technologies are completely changing the way our society functions. The theory of technological determinism presents a very real change that is happening this very moment. According to technological determinism, each one of us in this very room uses technology and is affecting present generations and future generations in the way we interact with each other and the way our society functions. As a frequent user of technology, I acknowledge how I am contributing to this great social change fueled by technology. Learning about technological determinism will help you understand how our use of technology is changing our society and the way all of us interact with each other. First, I will present background information on technological determinism. Secondly, I will explain my theory. And lastly, I will give a current situation/example that relates to the theory and the influences of technological determinism. So what is technological determinism? In the book, Does Technology Drive History, written by Marx, he states that technological determinism is, quote, a sense of technology's power as a crucial agent of change, unquote. Marx states that we all can acknowledge technological determinism in our daily lives. We can all notice how technology affects the way we communicate with others and the way our society interacts. Technological determinism basically means that technology is a very huge factor in the way our society is evolving. According to the theory, technology is affecting a multitude of things, some being the way we communicate with others, the values we cherish the most, and the way our society could evolve in the near future. Let's say that tomorrow I have the option of going to a business meeting and interacting with my business partners in person, or I can stay at home and go on webcam and interact with them by using the internet instead. This in turn is affecting the way I interact with others. I'm beginning to rely on technology more and more, and I'm losing my abilities to interact with other human beings. In an article by Sherry Turkle, published on Forbes magazine, she states that technology brings us to the point where we're used to sharing thoughts and feelings instantaneously, and it can lead to a new dependence. This is technological determinism. It simply means that our use of technology is changing many aspects of our society and our cultures. For the better or for the worse, that's up for debate. Now that I have explained technological determinism and what it is, let's explore even further how it connects to you and I. Recently, I was asked to meet with an investor over a Skype meeting. We spoke over Skype using our webcams for about an hour, and a couple of weeks later I was told that I had to meet the investor in person in order to obtain paperwork and signatures. The investor that seemed very confident over Skype was completely different in person. He lacked the ability to express his thoughts, and he was very nervous in person as well. It was during this event that I acknowledged how technology is affecting the way we interact with other human beings in real life. According to technological determinism, technology is changing our society and our cultural values, and that was very much the case in this situation. Frequent meetings that aren't in person are affecting that investor in the way he communicated and the way he interacted with me. The investor did not place a lot of value on face-to-face interaction, the value that for hundreds of years we have used daily. Many other theorists and writers are becoming more aware of our changing society caused by technology. There are multiple theorists from renowned universities such as MIT writing books and articles on the subject of technological determinism. One writer, Mark Prensky, in his book Digital Natives and Digital Immigrants, states that technology is having a huge impact on people. Users of technology are lacking people skills, are becoming lazy, but are multitasking and more and more. This is changing the way our society works, rewarding people by how much they can multitask and how quickly they can finish the work, instead of rewarding them for finishing a single task and doing it well. These theorists are analyzing mostly education and our thinking process. The reason they are analyzing these topics the most is because our thinking process is extremely important. If technology is negatively affecting the way we think and process information, we need to know about it. These theorists are also analyzing education because it is important to know how technology is affecting the way we learn in our educational system, what we learn, and what we will teach future generations. Now that we know about technological determinism and how it is affecting us and changing the way our society functions, let's wrap things up. It is important to learn about technological determinism and how it is changing our culture and our society. First, I presented background information on technological determinism. Then I explained the meaning of the theory. And lastly, I connected the theory to the present and informed you on other scholars that are putting out information on this topic. Technology is everywhere. It's quite simply too late to go back to not being surrounded by technology. We have to face the fact that technology is changing each and every one of us in this room. The question is, will you let technology change you for the better, or will you let technology change you for worse?